Ability. Ability. People with the disease may lose their ability to communicate. This phone has the ability to have its software upgraded wirelessly. The manager had lost his ability to motivate the players.
Able. Able. You must be able to speak French for this job. He was able to read Greek at the age of 8. The dancers were technically very able.
Abroad. Abroad. To live abroad. We usually go abroad for a week in May. A tree spreads its branches abroad.
Accept. Accept. I accept my punishment. He asked me to marry him and I accepted. He accepted a pen as a present.
Accident. Accident. A traffic accident. He had an accident at the factory. The pregnancy was an accident.
According to. According to. According to Mick, it's a great movie.
Achieve. Achieve. He had finally achieved success. He achieved his ambition to become a press photographer.
Active. Active. An active child or animal. Staying physically active in later years can also keep you feeling younger.
Actually. Actually. What did she actually say? Actually, I had nothing to do with that incident. We must pay attention to what young people are actually doing.
Adult. Adult. An adult woman. Children should be accompanied by an adult. This program contains adult content.
Advantage. Advantage. A huge advantage. Companies with a computerized database are at an advantage. The enemy had the advantage of a more elevated position.
Adventure. Adventure. A life full of adventures. Her recent adventures in Italy. They had adventured into the forest.
Advertise. Advertise. If you want to attract customers, you need to advertise. For personal needs, advertise on the internet or in a local newspaper. Over the air, they advertise their product on drive-time radio talk shows and TV news shows.
Advertisement. Advertisement. A newspaper advertisement. Advertisements for alcoholic drinks. Companies try to sell their products using advertisements in form of placards, television spots and print publications.
Advertising. Advertising. Cigarette advertising has been banned. Her father was in advertising.
Affect. Affect. How will these changes affect us? The experience affected me deeply. He was deeply affected by the tragic ending of the play.
After. After. After dinner, I like to relax with a book. Shortly after their marriage they moved to London. She went out, shutting the door after her.
Against. Against. The fight against crime. The rain pounds against the window. Doing this is against my principles.
Ah. Ah. Ah, there you are. Ah. It's good to be back home.
Airline. Airline. An airline pilot. I always book my airline tickets online.
Alive. Alive. Is he still alive? As long as the plant is alive, he will continue to water it.
Oh. Oh. She was dressed all in white. All men are created equal.
All right. All right. Is the coffee all right? The tea was all right. All right, I'll tell you.
Allow. Allow. His parents won't allow him to stay out late. Smoking allowed only in designated areas. They agreed to a ceasefire to allow talks with the government.
Almost. Almost. I like almost all of them. He almost knocked Georgina over.
Alone. Alone. She walked home alone. She was alone that evening. I can't ask for help because I am alone.
Along. Along. I was just walking along singing to myself. Soon we were driving along a narrow road. Cars were parked along the grass verge.
Already. Already. Lunch? No thanks, I've already eaten. Are you quitting already? Be quiet already.
Although. Although the sun was shining, it wasn't very warm. Although it was very muddy, the football game went on. It was difficult, although not as difficult as we had expected.
Among. Among. A house among the trees. Flowers hidden among the roots of the trees. A British woman was among the 54 victims of the disaster.
Amount. Amount. I was amazed at the amount he could eat. Pour a small amount of water into the dish. Losses amounted to over £10 million.
Ancient. Ancient. The ancient temple was built over 1,000 years ago. The ancient civilizations of the Mediterranean.
Ankle. Ankle. Jenny fell downstairs, breaking her ankle.
Any. Any. I don't have any choice. Any day can be a good day.
Anymore. Anymore. She doesn't live here anymore. They don't make reparable radios anymore.
Anybody. Anybody. Is there anybody who can help me? There wasn't anybody around. Anybody will do.
Anyway. Anyway. It's too expensive and anyway the color doesn't suit you. I told you, it's all right, and anyway, it was my fault. I don't think that's true. I haven't found any evidence, anyway.
Anywhere. Anywhere. I can't see it anywhere. He couldn't be found anywhere. Anywhere is better than here.
Appear. Appear. 3 days later a rash appeared. Smoke appeared on the horizon. He appeared on 6 charges of theft.
Appearance. Appearance. The physical appearance of something. She checked her appearance in the mirror. He is well known for his television appearances.
Apply. Apply. You should apply in person. You need to apply to the local authority for a grant. Prices do not apply to public holiday periods.
Architect. Architect. The house was designed by an architect.
Architecture. Architecture. To study architecture. The chemical architecture of the human brain. The architecture of the company's billing system is designed to support its business goals.
Argue. Argue. My brothers are always arguing. The 2 men started arguing in a local pub. He argued his point.
Argument. Argument. I've had an argument with my father. There is a strong argument for submitting a formal appeal.
Army. Army. The army is recruiting new soldiers. The 2 opposing armies faced each other across the battlefield.
Arrange. Arrange. They hoped to arrange a meeting. The party was arranged quickly. She had just finished arranging the flowers.
Arrangement. Arrangement. Travel and accommodation arrangements have been finalized. The arrangement of the furniture in the room. All the arrangements for the wedding were made.
As. You're as tall as your father. Go as fast as you can. They're big as houses.